Hey guys, welcome back to the Ouachita Trail again. Last time we left, we were at mile marker 30.5 there at the Big Cedar trailhead. We actually came there last night. It was too late to film anything, so I hiked in a mile and a half last night in the dark, and then we set up camp here, or it was me. And so today we're just going to finish a small section between two sections I'd finished before. The one that is on my last video, hiking the Ouachita Trail, first 30 miles. And the one I did probably 2 years ago, it's from Pashubbe Creek trailhead to the Kaimushi River. So we're just going to do this, it's 4 miles between the two, and we've basically got 2 days to do that. So we're going to be spending a lot of time in camp and hopefully doing some of those things, just hanging out. It is supposed to be very hot today, as it has been all summer. That's kind of one of the reasons I haven't been out camping, is it's just been too hot. It's not as enjoyable for me, and then the bugs in southern Oklahoma are terrible, like they are in the rest of the world, I guess. So we'll hit the trail here. We are all packed up and ready to go, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye. Finally made it up here to the Pashubbe Creek shelter. There's a sign there behind me, and up there you can probably see the shelter a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and walk on up there, check out the shelter, and then excuse me, and then we'll go down to the trailhead. It shouldn't be too much farther up there. That way we can complete the loop, and then we might come back up here to the shelter just to hang out. Probably going to have to go down to Pashubbe Creek later just to refill my water for the night. I'm not sure what time it is. I'll check here in a little bit. It's probably around 12:30. So we'll have most of the day to just hang out, chill, hopefully find some place that's cool so we don't overheat. I think today's high is only supposed to be 95, so it's not going to be as bad as it has been, but it's still pretty hot, especially with I think the humidity is 85% today. It was 95 when we woke up, but I think it's supposed to level out at 85 by about mid-afternoon. Okay, we made it to the shelter. One thing about the Ouachita Trail is all of their shelters they're just top-notch. Very nice. Pashubbe shelter. And there's some stuff laying in there. I don't know if they should have left that, but it's okay. We can deal with it. They've all got fire rings like this one you see here, and picnic tables. One thing about it, around this shelter, even up above here and then down in this bottom, you could just hang hundreds and hundreds of hammocks. It's all more or less clear and got trees everywhere, nice big trees to hang from. Well, I'm gonna turn this off here, take my pack off and rest for a little bit, and then we'll go on down to the creek and get some water. Went ahead and dropped all my stuff off there at the shelter, so my pack's a lot lighter, and then came down here. This is the Pashubbe Creek trailhead, the parking lot there behind me, and there's a real big spot up here. I guess people camp here, but it's really nice. Here behind me you'll see the Upper Kaimushi River Wilderness Area sign. So from here on out, basically till you get to Queen Wilhelmina State Park is all the Kaimushi River Wilderness Area. But I'm going to take this trail on down here just a little bit. It's kind of a steep drop off, and then I'll get some water. I'm going to fill up all my bottles, and then hike back up to camp, and then we'll hang out there for the rest of the day. So let's go get some water. Well guys, there is no water in Pashubbe Creek at all. I've checked all the different little streams down here. It's kind of flat from the trailhead over to where you start going up Wilton Mountain. I checked that whole area. There's several tributaries to Pashubbe Creek, and all of them are dry. So you can see this one right here, lots of rock, no water. Sorry about the tree there. So we're gonna hike back up to the trailhead. I'll check my map there and see where I think the closest water will be, and then might do some exploring to see if we can get some of that, because I've got probably a half of a Gatorade left. I drank all the rest of the water already, so this is our challenge for the day, is just to find water, and then we can go back up to camp. So I guess when we get back up to trailhead, we'll try this again. Guys, it's what, 2:30 now. What I did was I've been sitting around here for probably 2 hours just hanging out, chilling. But what we're going to do is we're going to backtrack what we did, probably half what we did this morning, because there was water along the trail this morning. I just never picked any up because I was going to come up here to Pashubbe Creek, but there's nothing here. So I went ahead and repacked camp, and we're going to backtrack. It's probably going to be about 2 miles, and then we'll set up camp there near where the water is. Because there's 2 different creeks that I crossed this morning where there's water, so we'll just choose one of those, and we'll camp there for the night, and then we'll be halfway back for tomorrow. So we're going to do most of our hiking today, and just a little bit on Tuesday. So I guess we'll hit the trail and see how far we can get. It is really, really hot right now. Not really, really hot, but you know, hot enough you can tell. Let me pull up my weather right here. I don't have my thermometer on me. It says it's 91 degrees, but then we've got 85% humidity as well. So, trying to get everything dried out. It's what took 2 hours mostly. I had all my clothes hung up on a clothesline to dry out. But here we go again. Let's do it. Well, guys, we finally made it back down to camp, and we've got this nice little stream here where we're gonna get our water from. I brought my Sawyer squeeze, the big one. On this trip. I don't know if it was in that last video from Ouachita Trail. I brought this filter and I couldn't get any water to go through it. I don't know why. Every time I take it, I've back flushed it and then put it in storage. So this time before it came out, I took it into the bathroom at home, filled up the water jug and see if I could get water through it, and nothing would go through it. So I back flushed it again, let it soak for a while, back flushed it again, and it works. But it seems like every time I leave it in storage for a little while, it stops up. I don't know. But we can get our water here, fill up our jugs. There we go. One bag full. Just put our filter on there and try to get as much of the dirty water off as I can, and we'll go filter it. Okay, here we go. Mosquitoes down here are brutal. there we go, we got one full. It still seems like the water flow just isn't as fast as it should be. But I've got that one now. Just 2 more to go. Well, that one's got dirty now, so I'll just fill it up with dirty water and take it up there. So at that rate, we got 1 more to go, and we'll be back up to camp. Well, now that we've got our water, I'm going to go ahead and set up camp here. Probably going to use this big pine tree here, and this oak. I think it's a white oak here. It's about 21 feet apart. That's about the max, the spread I can get on my hammock. But I think it'll be good. The only other place is over here, but there's a big log laying in the middle. I don't want to accidentally fall on it in the middle of the night. So let's go ahead and set up camp. Here we go. Well, guys, before it gets too dark here, I wanted to do a video, show you got camp all set up. It's probably 7:30, 7:40 now, so it's about to get dark. Hopefully there's still enough light to see through the camera here. I left the tarp up in the snake skins for right now. I don't think it's supposed to rain at all tonight. The last time I checked the forecast, it said there was no chance, but you know how that can always change. So I've got it strung up. Got the hammock, I got the underquilt off to one side right now. Got the fire over there. Of course, it's too hot out here to need a fire, but I'm just using it to get rid of some of the bugs. I keep putting leaves on there to make smoke, and so far it's working okay. And we're having a little chili mac with beef for dinner. We'll get that all eaten up here. Whoop. Good thing they zip closed. It's already been 10 minutes now. I'm just waiting for it to cool off. You know how these things are. They're still boiling hot after 10 or 15 minutes. So when that gets cooled off, we'll eat up and we'll go climb in bed. It's actually cooler in the hammock than it is anywhere else. That's my trash. I'll pick it up. Get my stool over here. Well, y'all have a good night, guys. Well, good morning, guys. I just got camp all packed up. Got it all cleaned up here. Fire's out. Everything's packed and ready to go. So we're gonna hike out. It's probably 2.5, 3 miles out, so it shouldn't take me very long. It's about 9:15 right now. So I'll probably be out by 11:30 if I go real slow. But it's been a good trip. It's been really, really hot and humid. Everything's wet, even though it didn't rain last night. Everything I brought with me is just soaked, because I think it was 95-98% humidity last night, and yeah, it just permeates into everything. So I'm gonna turn this off and get going, and thanks for coming along with me. Like and subscribe to the channel if you more flies if you want to see more videos like this one. And hopefully we'll be out soon this fall. November, December, we'll be out quite a bit, hopefully as soon as it cools off a little. I like camping in the cooler weather. Winter in Oklahoma is actually the best time to go camping, because the weather's actually perfect, like 70s during the day, 30s at night. It's really nice. So we'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.